We're up to 165 pounds. App State's best on the mat, Will Miller against Thomas Snipes, who's having a terrific season for the Citadel. This should be another good one.
Yeah, Thomas Snipes from Simpsonville, South Carolina. He went to Hillcrest. My brother grew up wrestling with Thomas Snipes. This guy he's an absolute buzzsaw. And he's a tough wrestler. He's a mean wrestler. And he's ready to run through Will Miller here at App State. But let's see if Will Miller has anything to say about it.
Snipes is up to 165 this season. He's 3-1 in duels. Will Miller, of course, preseason All-SoCon. He's the defending SoCon champion at 165 pounds, a two-time NCAA qualifier. Tall task.
Yeah, Snipes is just a redshirt sophomore here, but he's in on a single. High elevation, but Miller keeping that ankle up. It's a great defense because Snipes is looking to attack that ankle, but a big double here. And Snipes potentially could be in a takedown position. It has been awarded, and Will Miller, he might have to get off of that ankle, and he does. Snipes climbs the body and gets the takedown here. I'm telling you, Snipes is a young guy, but he is fearless.
Challenge brick has been thrown by Coach Bentley.
I don't know what he could be challenging. Maybe it was a preemptive brick because of when it was awarded, but surely that was a takedown. He's looking for a locked hands.
I believe that's what he was signaling to our official with.
Okay. Yeah, Coach Bentley looking for a locked hands there. I did not see it. Maybe we will see it on the replay. All right. Can't really tell from what we're looking at here. In that spot, I don't know if they're looking for it off of the double when he's climbing up. I just don't.
Have to be there, right?
Yeah, it would have to have been right there, but I can't really see it, and I don't think the ref obviously didn't see it on the mat. So it looks like he was attacking the other wrist. Especially at that angle, I don't see a world where Bentley's even able to see the locked hands there. So I would be surprised if there was a point awarded here. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't know if Coach Bentley's going to win this one.
Well, while we wait for word, gives us an opportunity to talk about the Citadel Wrestling Association, Zach. More important than it's ever been, their main fundraising and support group here at the Citadel. If you're interested in supporting the wrestling program, that's a good way to get involved with the Citadel Wrestling Association. We're about to hear the result of this challenge inside McAllister Fieldhouse. Another successful challenge for Coach Bentley, and here comes the protest from Coach LeBlanc.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe they had a different angle than we did, but I just couldn't really tell from where we were. The waist kind of covered it up, but the referee decides that was a locked hands there against Snipes, and that kind of changes a little bit of the energy here in this arena. The Citadel fans were not happy with that one, but the referee's word is final. Quick shot in from Will Miller and on the single. And now Snipes looking to defend in that wizard, but high elevation from Miller. Wizard position, quick turn here from Snipes, but Will Miller persistent, back in on the single leg, looking to get that far trip, out on the edge of the mat. Great flexibility here from Snipes, trying to stay out of danger as Will Miller pulls him in. Snipes looking to evade the takedown. And he is out of bounds, able to avoid the three-point takedown. Will Miller persistent. This has been some great wrestling. I really like this matchup here. Two really great wrestlers, really putting it all out there on the mat, very active, not willing to give up any position. Tough post there from Snipes. Both guys liking being on the outside. They get into the collar tie here. Good showing from the redshirt sophomore here. Scores only 1 point, but Will Miller, as he gets into that roll through position, Thomas Snipes potentially looking for a takedown, spins around, and now Snipes on top as Miller is underneath in the high crotch position, but Snipes looking to defend. And we get a stalemate back to the center. 3-2, Thomas Snipes leading.
Giving Will Miller all he can handle right now. And it's not a surprise. Thomas Snipes, his first start, if you go back a couple of years ago, was January 15th against Tommy Askey of App State, another ranked guy. It was a really exciting debut, but he's got a super high ceiling, a ton of natural talent. Took 5th place over the weekend at Southern Scuffle. Won the 5th place match with a major, won 7 matches overall at the Scuffle.
Yeah, Thomas Snipes, I've been watching him for a while, and he has all the tools. It's just about refining. You know, once you get to this type of level, everything is so much more important. Every position, as Snipes has a big lift there. The Citadel crowd likes that one. But yeah, Thomas Snipes, he has all the tools. It's just about being smart and being able to react in every single position. And Snipes doing a great job of controlling Miller here. But Miller able to get the escape. We are all tied up. 1 minute and 30 seconds left in this second period. And we're back to neutral. Snipes with a couple posts to the head, just checking his distance, letting Miller know he's there. Clubs with the left to get into that collar tie position. Does a good job of controlling Will Miller's right wrist. Great sprawl here from Snipes, as now he is in on a single leg, looking to sit up through the back door here. But Miller has both of the ankles there. Stalemate back to the center. 50 seconds left in this match.
In the second.
Correct, in the second period. We got a whole third period coming up, ladies and gentlemen, and
that's a good thing. This match is great.
It has been exciting.
Wrestles hard and is an explosive athlete in Snipes against Will Miller, defending Southern Conference champion. Went undefeated in SoCon duels a season ago. He was the number 16 seed in the NCAAs. Beat Tyler Lillard of Indiana in the first round before falling to number 1 Keegan O'Toole.
Yeah, this would be a huge victory for Snipes if he can stay in good position here. As Will Miller gets in on the high crotch. Just another great roll through by Snipes. He did it to him earlier and he just did it again. This is the type of action you want to see out of Snipes, but ideally you wouldn't let Miller get that deep in on your legs, but still great defense from Thomas Snipes.
Looks like we're going to head to the third period side. Seen a couple of Southeast guys. Miller from Helena, Alabama, and Snipes, of course, from Simpsonville, as you mentioned, Zach. The Citadel, several South Carolina starters, a couple of stars from Georgia as well. 10, 20 years ago, you wouldn't have that many Southeast starters. It's really on the rise here, and I know the Citadel wants to make this a home for Southeast kids for wrestling. It's the furthest south D1 university for wrestling.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's great to have a college program like that in the state because it breeds guys like this. As Thomas Snipes gets the quick escape, and he is up 4-3, 1 minute and 45 seconds. What does Will Miller have left in the tank? See, he's got a couple of shots here. Snipes, quick defense. Pass by from Miller. Thomas Snipes with the fake shot. He might have had an opportunity there, but trying to be a little bit more defensive. And he's doing a great job of matching Miller's level whenever he goes in on these shots here. In this third period, Miller trying to push the pace, trying to get a takedown to see if he can't. Another roll through from Thomas Snipes. He's got to get his hip up. But now, Will Miller gets the three-point takedown with a minute left in this period. If Thomas Snipes want any chance of getting a victory, he's got to get a quick escape. 50 seconds left for Thomas Snipes. Miller doing a good job of controlling that far wrist. Gets the leg in, and this is a tough position to get out of. Will Miller is probably going to end up chewing some clock here against Snipes, but Snipes does a good job of getting his hips over, trying to work out of that leg ride, but it's a really tough spot, and Snipes gave it his all. 20 seconds left. Will Miller doing a good job of extending the arms there, extending Snipes out so he has no leverage, no ability to stand up. 5 seconds left. Snipes in a sit-out position. And that is going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. Will Miller able to hold off Thomas Snipes. It looked close there, but Will Miller finishes up on top, gets 3 more points for the Mountaineers.
It was the best match of the day so far. Snipes challenged number 8, Will Miller. But Miller, in the end, pulls out the win. App State picks up 3 more points. And we'll head to break with 174 pounds. When we come back, App State leads the Citadel 17-3.